I literally just bought myself a really cool thing. It's if you're looking for a Novation sound, then this is the one that you wanna get, and that would be the Novation Supernova II. Now I got it for a really good price because it has some of the potentiometers and some of the encoders are skipping and are kind of weird. It's a little dusty, so I'm crossing my fingers, and I hope that a good cleanup and maybe just resoldering a couple of encoders, it's gonna make it really good. So the knobs, as you can see, the knobs are all off and they're now washing themselves. A little bit of mild detergent and some lukewarm water, that should do the trick. In the meantime, I'm gonna take off the cover and see what the state is inside, and yeah, do cleaning as I move along. Hopefully it's gonna be in good state, so I'm gonna yeah, do a couple of videos and just a little update on how the revival of this big beauty is coming along. Okay, so now it's completely disassembled. Bunch of buttons, keys, the keyboard bed, the metal chassis, underbelly, the boards, power supply, cables all sorted, and the modulation wheel and everything else. So now the plastic stuff is going into the bath, and the keyboard, the keys also, cleaning and vacuuming everything nicely, and yeah, then assemble back up and have fun. Well, here it is, all cleaned up and shiny and brand new. It's now really clean from inside out, and yeah, I'm very happy to see that it works. So it has the latest OS, it has 24 voices, no expansion, and I've just went through all of the keys, or all the buttons and keys and knobs and sliders, just to mark down which ones need replacing. And as you can see, most of them work really good, and you can feel them under the hand. If it turns nice and smooth and equally, then you have both fine control and fast control, works without skipping. However, there's 3 that need to be replaced, 3 potentiometers and 2 encoders. So obviously frequency and resonance, somebody was playing around a lot with that, and as you can see, frequency is totally shot. I mean, you can push it and then turn. So what I imagine is that somebody was very eager with the frequency button and just literally broke the potentiometer because it's totally shot. And resonance works, but it's close to dying. It's already skipping and doing weird things, and you can also feel it in the hand that it's not as smooth. It's kind of like feels grainy, and that means that it's yeah, the precision is gone and it's gonna die soon. So those 2 need to be replaced, because if you see Q, for example, very nice and smooth, resonance all over the place. And of course the part level as well, that's, well, now it appears okay. Alright, well, it's still skipping a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to replace these 2 for sure, frequency and resonance, and maybe the part level, I'm not too sure about that. And the datas, they are they work slow, but if you want to get somewhere, it just doesn't work, as opposed to this one, which kinda works. However, that kinda thing is not really what I'm looking for, because it's already skipping as well. So these two, not that great. Alright, so the parts from Synth Tower have arrived. So we got our spare pots for Supernova. Those are regular pots, and that would be frequency and resonance. And 2 data rotary encoders are here as well. So now I'm gonna open up the Supernova, desolder, take off the offending potentiometers and encoders, put the new ones, and hopefully that should be it. And then it should be tip-top. So let's get cracking. So I opened it up, and I've marked the offending potentiometers and data encoders. So this is the frequency and the resonance, so they need to be removed. And on the other board I have these two guys, rotary encoders, that are also shot. So here are my spares, and on first inspection, other than having blue instead of green, they seem pretty much dead on. I bought them from Synth Tower, and they have a good reputation as far as I'm concerned, at least. And so yeah, that works good. Considering and the encoders, that's pretty much it, I think. And the steps I've counted, and they're pretty much the same as far as I can see. So what I tend to do when there's a really problematic potentiometer, because it's a real pain, if you've ever done it, it can be a pain in the ass to remove a potentiometer. So to make things easier, since I know that these, especially this one, but yeah, these are like dead and I can't service them, and I don't want to service them, I'm simply gonna make a cut on all these 4, so that then I only have the holders, the 2 holders on the side, to desolder and take apart. However, now I notice that that's not gonna be so easy, because, okay, so I'm gonna have to heat up there as well. The whole idea is to avoid heating up the board as much as possible, but I can see that this is not gonna be that easy. And what about the encoders? Well, that's too thick, and I can't really cut them through, so no easy solution today. Alright, well, at least I can get to cut those 4. So let's get going. Alright, so data encoders are out, and 2 of the potentiometers are also out. I'm gonna clean up this because there's some greasy stains, and then I hope that I've cleaned the holes up enough so that it just fits back in, because if it does, it's an easy job to do the rest of the stuff that's needed. And here are the new encoders in place, and also, where are we? There we go. The frequency and resonance pots are in place as well. Now what remains is to assemble it back, and cross fingers and see if I did a good job or not. And here it is, moment of truth. Nice. So data works, slow and fast. Data 2 works as it should. Perfect. And frequency, smooth operator, and resonance, perfectly smooth. So full on success. These get off rather easily, not a big deal, but it just means that the potentiometers that were sold are a fraction too narrow, or the keys are maybe just worn, but basically the fit is way too loose. So I have to dampen that, and then it will be fine. And also the same thing on the frequency in this one, and also they are, if you see here, the new pots are fairly shorter, not by much, but by some. So not exactly a perfect fit. It's so what Synth Tower is selling is an adequate fit, but it's not a perfect fit. But hey, it works. And the last thing that's left to complete this Supernova II restoration and fix up little dampeners and felt or whatever, something soft underneath all of them so that they don't scratch the metal. And then I'll have my Supernova II restored. Hooray! I'm happy.